liquid computer made from DNA comprises billions of circuits. For eons, deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA as we know it, has served as a sort of instruction manual for life, providing not just templates for a vast array of chemical structures, but a means of managing their production. In recent years, engineers have explored a subtly new role for the molecule's unique capabilities as a basis for a biological computer. Yet, in spite of the passing of 30 years since the first prototype, most DNA computers have struggled to process more than a few tailored algorithms. I mean, this to me is Frankenstein science, using DNA as computers. This is something very unbelievable. Now, team researchers from China has now come up with a DNA integrated circuit, DIC, that's far more general purpose. Their liquid computers gates can form an astonishing 100 billion circuits, showing its versatility, with each capable of running its own program. DNA computing has the potential to create machines that offer significant leaps into space and speeds and capacities, and as with quantum computing, there are various approaches that can be taken. Here, scientists wanted to build something that was more adaptable than previous efforts, with a broader range of potential uses. Programmability and scalability constitute two critical factors in achieving general-purpose computing, the researchers write. Programmability enables specification of the device to perform various algorithms, whereas scalability allows the handling of a growing amount of work by the addition of resources to the system. To work towards this, the team focused on what they call DNA-based programmable gate arrays, or DPGAs, short segments of DNA fixed together to create large structures that could then be built into integrated circuits of various combinations. These DPGAs were made by mixing DNA strands with buffer fluid in test tubes, relying on chemical reactions to make the attachments and the combinations required to build the DICs that the researchers were aiming for. Some detailed modeling was required too, in order to figure out how to manage input and output signals and execute logic functions just like a standard computer. Larger circuits too, big for the single GPDA, were broken down into component parts for building. And through the course of their experiments, the scientists were able to create circuits for solving quadratic equations and square roots, for instance. Further down the line, these systems could be adapted for purposes such as disease diagnosis, the researcher said. What's more, the experimental systems show little in the way of signal attenuation or the gradual loss of the strength of a signal as it travels. That's another key part of being able to build DNA computers that can scale and adapt. We're still a long way from realizing the full potential of DNA computing, but in the last few years, scientists have made significant steps forward in modifying this biological form of storage to use it for conventional computing tasks. The ability to integrate large-scale DPGA networks without apparent signal attenuation marks a key step towards general-purpose DNA computing, write the researchers. And the research was published in in Nature magazine. This is on Science Alert by David Neild. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.